Hi guys, you okay? Have you had a nice Christmas and New Year? I'm just going to click on the group so I can try and get it up on the computer. What's it say here? New, put on a mask to give yourself a fun look. Tap the magic wand to try one. Let's have a look. Tap the magic wand. No, that's not a mask. They're different colours. Ooh, look. Watch this. Ooh. Ooh. They're just different. Oh, hang on. What is this? Just a minute. Is anybody there? Oh, look. Very magical. Magical 2017. I do hope you've all had a lovely Happy New Year. And I hope you haven't eaten too much like I have. I'm just waiting for people to come in, really. Hi, Lorraine. I just want to say that any readings that are done today are for entertainment purposes only. And if you're going to ask for a reading, that you must understand that it may be published on my YouTube channel. So therefore, I've realised that I'm not going to mention any second names. Should we get rid of this silly thing? It's doing my head in. Hang on. This is going to be fun. How do you take it off? Haha. There we go. Not really, Lorraine, but there you go. All sorts going on. I'll be okay eventually. Things will sort themselves out. See, when we're in the midst of chaos and everything's going wrong around us, we must just stay in the now and really not worry about what's going off or going to go off or has gone off. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get the live up. There we go. Right, so I've got it on the computer as well. Anyway, what did I get for Christmas? Woo! New computer. But I'm having trouble still because of the new Windows 10. Things are going wrong with it. I don't know. All sorts. It keeps crashing, saying there's issues and having to mess about. I don't know whether it's the drivers. Has anybody else had problems with Windows 10? Please say. I don't know how to get these silly things off the bottom of the screen. Oh, I've done it now, haven't I? Oh well. I can still see your comments, but they're only coming one at a time. Hi Gemma, hi Paul. Right. So, remember I've just said if I am going to do any readings that... We're going to start off with angel cards, but I might actually, if it comes in, and bring them into you. So, I just need to make sure that you're all okay about it. Maybe posted on YouTube afterwards. I'm not going to mention any second names. And obviously, I'm not going to go into great detail in the readings because, you know, things are private. So, I've just got to be careful how I word things, so I'm going to take it really slow. Try and slow myself down, act calm, because it's very stressful and I always get worked up before I do readings. You know, the pit of my stomach and you feel sick and your heart races. Some people say that it's a good thing that you do this before you do readings because it's like bringing your energy up, etc. So I've done my opening meditation like I always do. I've posted it on the group before. And anybody that would like... I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get rid of this silly thing. If I disappear, I will come back. That's it, I've done it. Haha. Hi Lisa, hi Jackie. Right, so anybody would like a reading? We're going to start off with the cards. Can you please type yes? As we are going through it, I need you to acknowledge what I'm saying. I just want you to put yes or no. I don't want you to go into any detail. I just need to know that you understand. Paul, can I come to you, please? I think it'll be a great starter, Paul, because I know I've had this lady with me. Every time you're like, oh, have you done it? Have you done my reading? Right. Oh. Okay. So, it's going backwards because the camera's on that on the other reversal, so you can't read the words. But I send you loving signs through nature. Obviously, as spirit are communicating with us, Paul, they send us signs, and they send them in different ways through all sorts. I'm not going to everything, but this lady that's communicating is definitely sending signs through nature. So with it being animals or things that remind you of her, or things are coming in your path, do look out for these if you haven't seen them already. Certain animals or situations in nature or places or things like this might mean something to you that connect to this lady that's passed. Okay, the lady coming through definitely passed from illness. So let me just... What happens when you first start off with readings is that it can start off very slow and it can build up. So just let me connect to her energy first. Okay, I feel like it's an illness that took her life to... Cancer keeps coming in. Can you understand this, Paul? If it's not cancer, it's something that was like cancer that would have made her very ill towards the end of her life. I just need a yes or no. This lady feels very frail to me towards the end of her life. She's giving me birthday cards. I will come back to more information about her, but she's giving me some kind of birthday card. In fact, she's flashing from a birthday card to a get well soon card. So what they do sometimes is they'll jump from one thing to another to get as much information through as they can. So we've got some kind of birthday that's significant around this time, but also she's sending a get well soon card to somebody that's not very well, that's living at the moment. She's also trying to get through something about when she was in hospital and she wasn't very well, something to do with get well soon. I can see these get well soon cards next to her hospital bed. So she's talking about somebody, if not you, that came to see her were in hospital when she wasn't very well. I have to say I'm with Paul Smith. Sometimes we get two spirits that are quite the same. I didn't realise we got two Pauls, but I am with Paul Smith. Sorry, I wasn't going to say second names, but I am now. I'm having to. Paul Barber, can I just tell you that this lady in spirit is also here? But I'm drawn to Paul Smith and want to give his evidence through first. Can you understand this, Paul? So we're talking about somebody going to see her before she passed, and I feel like it's you. No, okay, right. Somebody's living with some guilt that they didn't actually get to see her before she passed. They didn't make it in time. Can you understand this, Paul Smith? Because she's taking me from the hospital bed to get well soon cards to the feeling of not getting there in time, and they feel guilty for this. I know there's a delay on saying yes, but I do need you to acknowledge what I'm saying. It's if you yes or no. Okay, thank you. So please know that she doesn't want this person to live with this guilt. It doesn't matter whether they got there on time. What matters now is that she can hear your thoughts, she can understand how you feel, and that's what matters. I'm seeing lots of tears, Paul, because I feel that you were very close to this lady in spirit. She comes through as a mother or grandmother figure. I do see some kind of headscarf around her head, so she was either would have worn this or she lost her hair before she passed. There's some kind of connection to number 32, 32, 32. If you can't understand this now, please just take it with you and it might come to you after the reading. But if you do understand it, please just do type yes. Okay, thank you. 32, 32. Is this an age, please? So this obviously could connect to you. An age or a door number. I mean, I just kept hearing her say 32, 32, 32. Somebody's venturing into a new venture at the moment. I feel it's work connected. Were you 32 when she passed, Paul? 32, 32. Sorry, I can be a little bit out on numbers. She was just throwing 32, 32. So there's some kind of connection there. But I'm also getting some kind of new venture that's work related. Is this around you, Paul, please? I feel this some right, okay, just take 32 with you. I just kept hearing 32, 32. It might come to you. I might be a little bit out. Sometimes you can get it slightly wrong. Right, okay. There's some kind of work venture that she's talking about and some kind of decision that you're going to be pulling to and fro. You're not sure what to do. I'm also getting the month of October as significant. She's definitely throwing this work venture, this you're not sure what to do, you're pulling, you don't know, there's some kind of issue going on with yourself and I can see you doubting it in your mind. This lady's also got a dog with her in spirit, so it will connect to her, yourself or family. Can you understand this, Paul? Look out for this work venture. If it's not now, she's definitely throwing it at me. And there's a decision that I can see you pulling with. I'm asking if I am correct, and I'm just saying yes. She's just saying yes, yes, yes. Okay, thank you. So yes, you can take the dog. Right. She's also talking, she's showing me a pencil. Now to me, symbolically, because obviously things can come through symbolically. Writing, obviously, is the first thing that comes to mind when you say writing. So there's somebody that's going to be writing something or is writing something, because I'm asking her for more and all I can see is just writing, writing, writing. Again, she's throwing at me nature. Have you actually seen something recently in nature regarding animals that you've thought to yourself, I wonder if that's a sign? She's showing me a river as being significant. It feels like to me like the kind of river that's at a park. And she's also showing me a new house or a house move, so please take that also. Look out for the nature. It's definitely her. It's definitely... See, she's pulling me to this. I send you loving signs through nature, and she keeps showing me animals. Yeah, she's definitely giving me a house. Would this connect with the mother figure in your life and a new house or wanting to move house? Because she's showing me a house and I'm asking her where it is and she's taking me to a mother figure. A lady around you. I'm also getting a key age birthday. So when I say a key, I mean like 1, 16, 21, 30, 40, 50. So there's some kind of key age birthday around you. When I say you, it's like around you or somebody else. This lady's taking me to the mother figure around you, so can I ask, is this lady connected to your mother's side? She's saying mum, so is this either your mother or she's connected to your mother's side? Can you understand this, please? Because she's just giving me the mother figure. So she's either talking about she's the mother or that she's talking about the mother figure around you. Would the birthday link with her as well? No to the mother figure. So she doesn't connect with your mother's side, is that what you've put no to? Then she's definitely connecting to the mother figure around you. She's not very clear and her energy isn't very strong, I'm sorry. Oops. The birthday that she was giving me is a key age birthday. So when I say key age, we're talking the key ages throughout life. So that to me would be 1, 16, 18, 21, and then I'd go up in 10s, 30, 40, 50, 60. So there's some kind of connection with a key age birthday that she's giving me that's significant. Okay, so she is your mum's mum, right. There's definitely some kind of birthday that she's talking about around this time or when she passed over. Who's not eating correctly as well? There's somebody that she's talking about that not eating correctly. I also feel that she didn't eat towards the end of her life or she couldn't. Okay, so it is your grandma and it is your mum's mum. Thank you. But yeah, she's talking about somebody skipping meals. Can you understand this, Paul? I don't know why she's giving me a link to braces on teeth. Now that links to me and what's going on with my children at the minute, but that's what she's giving me. Yeah, she's definitely giving me something. If not around you, then somebody close. But somebody skipping meals and that really this shouldn't be. I don't feel like they're getting enough, you know, vitamins or minerals. So if that doesn't connect with you and it's somebody close to you, then do pass it on. Okay, so teeth are with you. She's just giving me a brace. I don't know whether that's something that you had when you were younger or it's something you can connect to and you can understand symbolically now. Okay, thank you. This lady, we say she passed of cancer, is that correct, Paul? Because I'm also getting issues before that, and I'm drawn to her chest area, whether it be her heart or the cancer was in the chest, but she's taking me to before she passed and this area here. Can you understand this, Paul? I mean, if you can't now or you're not sure, just say not sure. If it's not cancer, it's illness, and to do with her being very frail before she passed, and illness around her, and her not being able to eat towards the end of her life. And drawn to her chest. Can you understand this? Yeah, I'm going. It's like asthma, a feeling of not. It's something before she passed. She had issues around here. Did she also have issues with the heart though as well? It's like there's multiple things going on. I need to make sure it is definitely grandma, so we're just going through these things. But it's definitely breathing, chest. I don't know why she's giving me heart or heart palpitations, heart issues, angina, something like this. Blood pressure. It could be that actually. But yeah, illness towards her life. And did she end up with pneumonia, Paul? I don't know why I just got pneumonia as well. I need to make sure that we are with her. But she's giving me pneumonia as well. Because obviously, if we're not with grandma, it could be great grandma. Or a mother figure, because she was giving me mother. But yeah, definitely. Oh, I can't breathe. Okay. I'm asking her to try and show me something. I want some kind of description. And I want to take my hair to about here. I don't know why, but she may have... She's kind of referencing my curly hair. It was pneumonia. Great, we are definitely with her. Did she have curly hair when she was younger, Paul? I want to take it to about this length. I don't think she could talk as well towards the end of her life because she's struggling to get her words out. And when she's saying pneumonia, I was like, what's that with pneumonia, you know? And then she made me aware that she struggled to talk. So either that was connected to her passing orders before. Okay, so you think she might have, but you can't remember. That's fine. You can always find out afterwards. Right, okay. And can you understand why she's referencing two boys? So you and another male to your side. She couldn't talk hardly. Okay, thank you. Very frail, like I said, towards the end. But yeah, she wants to reference two males that she's talking about. I'm getting two, and I'm getting male feeling, and that's living. I just want to say hi to everyone that's saying hi to me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remain focused. So there's two males that she's referencing. Right, okay, so it's you and your brother. When they acknowledge people in readings, it's because they want to say hello, and they want to acknowledge their love for you, and they want to acknowledge that they are around you. And she's giving you a rose, Paul, and I asked her why she was giving you a rose, and straight away I was getting the feeling of relationship issues around you and the feeling of being upset. Can you understand this, please? So know that she is aware of what's going on in a relationship issue or one that's just been. Rose may mean something. She liked her flowers. So whether that be gardening or she liked to have flowers in the house. Yes, thank you. There's a male that I'm just suddenly being made aware of that smoked a pipe. I'm just trying to work out if she's talking about somebody living or that's passed, because I don't want to leave off for we haven't got time. But she's acknowledging a male that is close to her, by her side, so it's either going to, it feels like her husband that smoked a pipe. Can you understand this? Give me some lights, some flying things. I like to see them. Yeah, that's your granddad. Okay, and has granddad passed over? Because she was putting him by her side. I don't think, I don't think so. She's saying no. I'm just seeing a flash of a male that smoked a pipe and she put him by her side. But I don't want him to come through, so just making sure. Hang on. And a newspaper connects with him as well. So either liked his newspaper or he liked the news, he wanted to watch it, or it's something that you remember him by. Okay. So know that they're together in spirit. And she's just acknowledging this. And I just keep getting tears, Paul, around you. So there must be some kind of relationship issue. Like I say, I keep going back to this. I just feel that 2017 will be a better year for you. And things are going to look up. I keep seeing you going, why? So it's like you've been questioning, why are things happening like this to me? Why? And I really just want to say to you that I feel like it's just lessons that you've got to learn in life. There's no specific reason for anything. Apart from lessons that we've got to learn or karma that we've got to work through. A lot of people ask this question, is she okay? Is she okay? She's better than anyone's ever been. When we're in spirit, we're just going back to our roots, back to where we came from. It's like, to them, it's not death, it's a rebirth. So basically, they're having the time of their lives up there. They're living in the love vibration. Thoughts are everything to them. They're more worried about us down here on the spirit plane, because on the earth plane. I keep calling it the spirit plane because I'm so used to being halfway there. The earth plane, because of the lower vibrations down here and the lessons that we have to learn, and how hard it is for us down here. And this is why we struggle down here, and we're all, you know, like, what, we all have our problems and we all find it hard because we're so used to our souls being in a higher vibration, and when we come down here to learn our lessons, you know, it's so difficult. So they're more worried about us down here and what's going on down here. Obviously to us it doesn't feel that way, because we've got this, we've left them, they've left us, we've got this gap, and we worry about them, but there's nothing, trust me, to be worried about. You don't need me to tell her that you love her. She knows that. She can feel your feelings. They're again a higher vibration. She knows how you feel. She knows you better than you know yourself. So she hears everything that you ever say or feel. So you don't need me to talk to her. You can do that yourself anytime you want. Anytime you want to talk to her, you do it in your thoughts, out loud, however you want to do it, whenever you want to do it, and they will hear everything. And when we're going to readings, you know, I can get given information about what you've been thinking and feeling, and only you know that, obviously, but they will bring through information about that, just as proof. Just that they can, you know, it's like, oh wow, how do you know that? That's because I've been given it. Okay, Paul, I'm gonna have to move on. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I will still do practice readings, you know, the sample readings on the group. I know yours is still to come, and I'll get a bit more time. But thank you for letting me read for you, Paul. Again, I need to state that these are just for entertainment purposes only, and they might go onto YouTube after. So if you're going to ask for a reading, you need to be prepared for me to post it on my channel on YouTube, which will be, you know, not a closed group. It is open to anyone. I'm trying not to say second names, but I do need you to understand this. And I need you to acknowledge as we go along, yes or no or not sure. And I am trying to read it out, because obviously if I do post it afterwards, they can't see your comments. Okay, if you'd like a reading, please can you just type yes. I feel as though I've got somebody coming in, so they love to test me. I'm not sure who this is for yet. This is a strange one. Not got a Sam here, have we? Sam. Oh, Sam. Okay, are you wanting a reading, Sam? Because I just heard your name. Please type yes or no. They love to mess in different ways. Okay, Sam, thank you. Okay, again, I've got a lady stood by my side. I want to explain to you, when I say she stood by my side, they come through in my thoughts. So I can't actually see her at the moment. I have to ask sometimes for information on what they look like. I don't always see them just stood in my thoughts. Like, you can think about your house and you can see it in your head. I don't always see them as a full figure. Sometimes I get flashes of different hairstyles or things like that. So this lady comes through as a grandma or mother figure again. I see rollers in her hair, so either she would do this at night time or she had curly hair. It's like rollers and a hairnet. Remember, things can come through symbolically, so just keep an open mind as I am giving a reading. You say yes, okay, thank you. L initial seems significant, so either that's around her or around you. She's talking about a new baby situation. I can't go into detail because we're not supposed to give like pregnancy and baby details, so we have to word it in a way where it's acceptable. And I'm just hearing new baby situation, so I'm going to leave that with you. You're saying yes. I'm not sure which yes is to. I'm just going along, but do shout no if you don't understand something about what, and can you just give a quick description about what I've just said, so it just reminds me, because this is a 7-second delay and it's so hard to keep up with what you're saying yes to or you're not sure about. You're saying yes again. Okay, brilliant, thank you. So just be aware, I feel as though it's a child that's already been born, or a situation around a child. They might even be both. She seems to be jumping, but I just want to say to you that this lady's aware of the baby situation around you. So it's something that's happened, or a baby that's been born after she passed. Is that correct? Okay, I'm asking this lady for details about how she passed to spirit. Sometimes they're just ready to jump in with information and you have to like, whoa, slow down, backtrack. I need to know how you passed. So you like kind of has to stop and ask them questions. It kind of gives it a format for the reading. Okay, saying yes again, thank you. I don't know why she's showing me an ironing board. Do you? But she's showing me an ironing board. Okay, can you understand why she takes me to her head area? Usually with head area, it's either going to be memory issues or stroke. Okay, you can't understand the ironing board. Either it's going to connect to her and mean something, and you'll find out later by talking to family. I don't know why she's taking to me to the mother figure around you. So would this be a grandma that connects to the mother figure on her side? And is it yourself that doesn't like to iron or doesn't iron? Okay, I'm just getting, all I'm seeing is yes, no, no, yes. So I'm not sure where I am with these. I just need you to put no to iron or no to, you don't iron, right, thank you. Sorry, it's just keeping up after the delay, it's so difficult. Right, so basically I felt that. So what happened is she showed me an ironing board and I'm like, why are you showing me the ironing board? And then I felt like she's just laughing because she's saying that you don't iron or you don't like to iron. And that's why I gave it to you. So just trying to explain how readings work. I mean, sometimes it might totally mean something different to you. If you say no, you don't understand it, then I know it's a symbolic thing that I've got to feel myself what it means to me. I don't either. I don't iron. So bad. I will iron the uniforms when they need to be done, and things like PE uniforms and work uniforms, or anything that desperately needs doing, but everything else kind of gets put on racks, on the drying rack or on the radiator to dry as best as it can, because I can't stand at an ironing board for hours. Oh no. Right. Okay, so this lady is a grandma figure, am I correct? And again, I'm getting mum. So was it no to, I feel like it's on the mother's side. And I just need you to tell me, was that a no to the mother's side earlier? Yes, it's correct. So it's mother's mother. Woohoo! She's clapping and she's laughing at me. Right, okay. And we're going backwards because I'm still not sure. And the head issue, when she takes me to her head, and so it either connects to memory issues, stroke, or she fell and hit her head. Or mum is currently going through, the mother figure is currently going through the head issues. She's sending flowers to somebody that's not very well at the moment. It's okay if you're not sure, don't worry about it. I'm going to ask for more information, hang on. But she's now sending flowers to somebody that's not well at the moment, that's living. Can you understand this? She's also talking about books, and to me, symbolically, books mean somebody that's studying something or on a course at the moment, or loves to read. Getting books. Yes, you can. Okay. So please know that she's acknowledging these flowers for somebody that's not very well. She's aware of this, and it's just her way of acknowledging it. But the books, there's something to do with studying, books, reading, course. Can you understand that? She's giving me books. Was it her that liked to read? Because all of a sudden, she just suddenly put glasses on herself and sat reading books. Yes, you love reading. Okay. And did she love reading too? Is this where she's going with this? 'Cause all of a sudden she put glasses, or she wore reading glasses. It's like wanting to put round glasses. But there's a situation that she wants to just acknowledge. You say yes, okay, thank you. She's wanting to acknowledge a situation around you that's been really upsetting you. I'm just checking my battery. But there's a situation that she's making me aware of that has really upset you. It feels like it's gone to a soul level. So to me, this is some kind of grief or something that has upset you so much. Can you understand this, Sam? Because I just feel like I'm choking, crying. It does feel like a loss, or a loss of a child or something like that. Something that really, really would. And I don't want to go into it. You've said yes. Yes. Okay. So just be aware that she's, you know, totally aware of what happened. And that if it is loss, I'm not going to go, if it is a loss of someone, that she's got that person with her now. She's going. Okay. Grief can be really hard sometimes, and I've got yet to experience losing somebody so close to me that it really wrecks me from the inside. Yeah, I've lost all my grandparents, but to lose somebody closer than that, I'm dreading it. Because even as a medium, it's that separation that really hurts, isn't it? And having to just live day by day without them, and everybody's going to experience it. Everybody experiences birth and death, but what we are here to try and prove is that when we die as a physical body, we do not die consciously. It's just a basic transition from our physical bodies to a energy body, because everything's energy and it can never be destroyed. It just changes form, and that's what happens when we die. Our soul, our consciousness just moves from one energy form to another energy form. And I think that's just basically why this lady wanted to come through to you today, Sam, because she'd made me aware of the grief, of the upset to a soul level around yourself, and she just wanted to know that she's around you and bringing comfort and closure to you. Okay, Sam? Right, okay. I'm just going to see what angel card she brings you. It's just me messing with these cards. I don't usually use them. I've got them from my kids for Christmas with the help of my sister. Thanks, Mish. Because I do need to up them. I like to use them in these readings that I might be able to do a bit faster. But she's giving you a message of life is a series of choices. Choose love. I don't know what it means, but I've just got to look it in my book. Right, so Sam, you just saying yes and thank you. That's okay. So love is the true nature of your soul, Sam. By making a choice from love instead of fear, you are saying yes to God, whatever you want to call him, higher power, spirit, whatever it is over there. I remember in life when I would let other people's opinions of me define who I was, and this is this lady speaking. I was never good enough to be accepted. That was because I was living in fear. But now I know how much more powerful love is. By making the right choices, you welcome abundance into every aspect of your life, and I want nothing more than for you to be happy. So with every choice you make, stay true to your nature and choose love. Fear separates, love unites. From over here, I will try to remind you to always attempt to see love in all you do. That way you can live a happier and more fulfilling life while on earth. And that, I want to say, is no matter what happens to you, what bad things happen, you've always got to remember that we won't know what love is or the good things are in life unless we, live the worst things too, because we've got to learn yin yang to understand one from the other. Okay, Sam, thank you. Thank you for letting me read for you. We might get one or two more in, but before my battery dies, guys. I can't do it off my computer yet because, like I say, we're having issues with this new computer and Windows 10 Pro. Don't go there, stressing me out. You'd think if you get a new computer that everything would be okay. Woo-hoo. So if you'd like a reading, please state yes. You've got to be aware that I will be posting this on my YouTube channel. I will not try and go into too much detail. Oh, right, okay. Lauren, I'm with you. Okay, there's a man coming through in spirit, Lauren. Are you there, Lauren? Not Lauren. Oh, there's two Laurens. Hang on. Lauren, if I've just liked your comment, it's you. It's Lauren G. I'm not going to say your second name because I'm posting it. There you are, Lauren. I've just liked you again, okay? Right, so I'm with you. So there's a male in spirit that comes through as a father or grandfather figure. And he wants to come close to you. I do believe this male smoked. Can you understand this, please, Lauren? He's showing me jumpers, so it must be something that he's worn quite often that you can recognise him by. Can you understand the jumpers, Lauren? You can understand the male, thank you. He wants to come really close to you, so would this be a father? If not a father, then it's a grandfather that was like a father figure to you. Can you understand this? If it's your father, let me know, because I like to know if it's somebody that's really close to you. It like kind of increases the energy and I can connect better. You're putting yes, yes, but I don't know what that was yes to, because I say things and then they've gone. As soon as I've done a reading, it's like I forget it, because if I don't forget it, I'll be full of I'm not going to say the word but, if I'll just be full of all this information that just would bog my soul down. So I have to, like, I get it and it goes. And do you know, my memory in life is absolutely shocking. I can't remember what I've just said. You know, I'll say something to my other half and then I forgot. And I think it's because I need to live in the now and not, you know. So my memory is shocking, so it's probably a good thing for what I do. Okay, so a granddad figure. But he was like a father figure. He wants to come really close to you. Hi, Julie. Hi, other Lauren. Right. And jumpers. You say you can understand the jumpers that are connected to this male and the smoking. Right. God. Till he comes through a bit quicker. While I'm just getting something else, I'm trying to look it up. What is one card to pick? So that'll come in a bit. Okay, again, I'm struggling to breathe for this gentleman. I'm chesty. Smoking felt like he actually led to his passing, or something that was connected to smoking led to his passing. Chest. A lot of coughing around this gentleman. He's also showing me blood for some reason. So it could be something blood related, or something to do with blood, or having to have blood before he passed. But I'm definitely getting this chest, smoking, then he's showing me blood. So the blood makes sense, but not the coughing though. So the chest area, it's like I'm struggling to breathe. It might just be something he felt before he passed. But that's what he gave me first, and then he's showing me blood. I'll just ask for more and see if it all links. Was he on a drip, Lauren? Sometimes when you're asking spirit, it's like they'll have a pause, but they'll also go through 4 things that might link together, and eventually it makes sense. He's giving me a drip in hospital. It could be symbolic, but I'm seeing this drip in hospital, so whether he was lacking something or was on a drip, or you may find out after. I'll leave it with you. But you say the blood makes sense. There's illness or cancer around him also, because I just feel like hospital, illness. I also feel like he lost weight towards the end of his life, because he's given me a feeling of him going thin in the face. The drip could just mean hospital, he was in hospital, or that he was lacking something. Or that he needed the blood transfusion. Is that why he's linking drip to blood? He had a kind of accident. Did he have a fall, Lauren, or did he have an accident? Okay, you think he might have lost weight. Yeah, because he was just giving me a thinnish feeling. What he's doing is linking into my granddad. They'll link into memories and things like that, and people that have passed. And giving me, like, showing me my granddad's face before he passed, because he lost weight and he didn't look after himself and he didn't eat properly. He liked to drink and he'd rather drink than eat. So whether something like that links in with him, or he's just showing me it for his gaunt face. But that's what they do, link into my memories to try and get through details about them. Okay, don't worry about the drip. We'll just move on. It's something to do with hospital or him lacking something. Also, did he wear some kind of cap, Lauren? Because I'm just like getting a flat cap or a cap. Just feeling on top of the head. Okay, he wants to talk about something that's been worrying you. Telling you not to be afraid. You've said yes with an exclamation mark. What was that to? Sorry. Totally forgot. I'm sorry. Oh dear. But yeah, he wants to talk now. I'll just move on because I've totally forgot what I've said, but you can always look back after. But yeah, you're definitely saying yeah. So. Yes to the heart, right, okay, thanks. Oh dear, shocking, aren't I? Right, so the card is picked for you because I'm just getting don't be afraid. There's something that you're worried about, and I just want to go into detail exactly about the card that is given you. My transition has changed everything for both of us, and you may be frightened of the future as well as a result. Please know that you have nothing to fear. My love, rest assured that all of heaven is watching over you, including me. Although you can't be in my physical presence anymore, you definitely can rely on my spiritual presence. So, as I'm saying that, I feel like you've been asking if he's been around you lately, or it's something that you've always done since he's passed. And he wants to come today to assure you that he is always with you. Now, our loved ones pass and they're always by our side. Certain family members will come closer to you than others. And this means that they are like a spiritual guide for you. They may only come in at certain times of your life because they might need to be closer to you at certain times of your life than others, so other family members or other guides might take over. In the meantime, you can have quite a few guides at the same time, but definitely this male is by your side right now. He's saying he is now much more powerful than when his soul was limited by his body. His love for you has increased now that he is no longer restricted or distracted by physical demands. I do feel things got on top of him when he was on the earth plane, and that since he passed over, all these worries, health issues, things like that have left him. Also, he was upset about the passing of a lady before he passed. Can you understand this, please? So as I was saying that, I got a feeling as though he was really upset, and it was a hard time of his life when a lady passed before he did, and he had to learn to live without her. So it feels like either his wife or his mother or a child. Yes, you can understand that, thank you. And since that day he changed. His life changed and he had to learn, but he really did struggle to cope. And I just want you to know that since his past, you know, all this stuff has lifted off him, and he's gone to meet on with anybody that he may have lost. But with his increased love for you, he's able to help you even more from the other side. It's something that you've been afraid of, making a decision, or something that you've been worrying about lately that he wants to let you know that he is aware of, and he's helping you from the other side. Ooh, drop my phone. As much as he possibly can. You can understand that, thank you. Okay, Lauren, I'm going to end it there. He's sending kisses to you like that. He's a lovely fella. And did he pass when he was about 60? I'm going from 60 to 70 in age. Can you understand this? Sometimes I can be so out on ages I don't like giving them. Because when you give some wrongful information like that, people tend to hang on to it, and then they're like, no, that's wrong. You know yourself when you're learning as a medium what kind of things that you're good at and what you're not good at. Names and ages can be strange. It's probably because, yes, you can understand that, and thank you very much for that. That's fine, that's no problem. And yes, 70s, early 70s, right, so that's why I'm flicking from 60 to 70, thank you. But yeah, you can get hung up on wrong information, and then it's like, people, it tends to stick in the head, and it's just understanding it wrong, that's all sometimes. And I think because on the spiritual plane, they don't really stick to ages and names because they're infinite and they're in energy, and that we don't have those restrictions there. So when they try and give this information of us down here, it's just memories of theirs that they have to tap into to give it. And so it's not always names, and it's just a knowing when you go up there, because everything's telepathically. You just have like soul families and everything. You just have to look at them and know what people are thinking, you know. Okay, anybody else that would like a reading, please say yes, but you must be aware I'm going to post it onto my new YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, please do. I have put links on the group to it. I need your help to get off the ground. I don't know how I'm going to do live readings on there, although I have seen a live button. I've got to learn it all. I've got to learn how to video edit and all sorts. So flipping hard. That's why some of my videos are a bit rubbish at the minute, because I'm still learning. And when somebody rings me and I'm trying to video, and then all of a sudden I go, I'll pull a fully face, and it'll go off and then come back on. It's because I've had a phone call, and do you know what? I'm just not going to look, and I'm going to pull. Right, we've got a P. So whose name just here begins with a P that's just said yes? Anyone? Pulled to a P. Is there anyone with the name of P who is looking to connect with a mother or grandmother figure? Please scream if there's anybody with a P name that's wanting to connect to a mother or grandmother figure. And also they're talking about lost a child in spirit. They're talking about a child in spirit. So where are we going with this, please? Laurie, can you connect with the grandma figure in spirit that is talking about also the loss of a child? You say yes. Okay, so would this child be around yourself or her? Both. Can I ask, do you understand her losing a child, but also yourself or somebody very close to you, Laurie? So there's two. Can you just come back to me, Laurie? Can you understand that? The loss of a child with her. If you're not sure about her, just say not sure about her. There's definitely two children in spirit that she's trying to connect with. I'm also drawn to her heart for her passing, so it will have been a heart attack or heart-related conditions that led to her passing. You're not sure. Can you understand the child in spirit around yourself or somebody close? It's okay if you're not sure about her. You might find out after. I need to make sure I'm with the right person. This lady passed from the heart or a heart-related condition, and it was a sudden passing and or unexpected. Can you understand the lady in spirit that connects to the heart, quick passing, unexpected? Her husband was with her when she was having the heart attack, and I can see him making a phone call. It's definitely a grandma or a great-grandma figure around yourself that passed from the heart, and I can see him making the phone call, and I do believe this lady passed at home. Can anybody else take this? If Laurie can't because she's saying not sure, do you think anyone else on here can take this? Does it ring true to anybody else? Two children in spirit. This lady passed from the heart. It was sudden and or expected, and I can see her on the floor and him, she's holding her chest. She passed in hospital, her son passed at home. Okay, if you're going from Samantha, you're not sure, to Laurie, not sure. Right, okay. I'm going to ask for something definite. 1 minute. Okay, there's dog with her in spirit. If you're still in, keep saying yes. Because in a bit, if you all start saying yes, it's obviously usually the case. I'm going to definitely go with who I feel it is. But yeah, I've got a dog in spirit. Sometimes they're all shouting over each other. Definitely heart. I can see a heart. Yeah, it feels quite tragic. It's like... Hang on. What else does she want to give me? Can anybody take to the name King? Because I can see like a crown. So crown or king? Again, I need something more specific, please. I'm seeing a football. So this must be specific to something. Do you know what? It could even be for somebody that's about to watch this after this, and then they'll come on commented, oh yeah, that's all for me. They love to mess me about. Because I felt like it was for somebody with the name P. I was asking, where's P? King Lock. Okay, you need to be able to link to it all. So it's not you, Samantha, and it's not you, Laurie. Shona, you're saying King Lock. What about the rest? It links with a P name. I was looking for somebody beginning with P, and it's a lady that's passed. I can see her laying on the floor. She's holding her chest. It's a sudden passing, definitely a quick heart attack. I can see the man panicking and ringing for an ambulance. I do believe she passed at home. She didn't make it to the hospital. And also 2 children that have passed linking with either her, you, or around. There's definitely 2 children also in spirit. So that'll be miscarriage, or sometimes it can be from an abortion. I know it's awful to say, I'm sorry, but there's definitely 2 children in spirit that also link in it, definitely with the name P. You, Louise, are saying it's definitely you. All of what I've just said. And the lady's on the floor, the man's panicking, and he phoned for an ambulance, but it was too late, I'm afraid. The lady seems quite young when she passed to spirit, this grandma or mother figure. Can you understand this, please? Louise. I'm asking if it's with Louise, and I really am getting yes, yes, yes. I just want you to say, was she quite young, so... Was she in her 40s, Louise? I'm not very good with names. Is this a mother figure, Louise? She comes through as a mother figure. So if she wasn't a mother, then she would have been like a mother to you. I just want you to acknowledge what I'm saying, yes. So you're saying yes. So yes to all what I've just said, is that Louise? Is this your mom? Okay. And this is your mom. If you want to put yes, mom, so I just know what you're saying yes to, or no, whatever, so I know what you're saying yes or no to, because I come out with stuff and then I forget what I've said. And then there's this big delay, so I forget. Mother, yeah, okay, thought so. Because she comes in so close to you. But she was young at heart, is that why she's coming through with a young feeling? Because the way, dark hair, am I correct? And it was unexpected and sudden. Nobody expected it. Can you understand this, Louise? It's like 1 minute she's there and the next minute she's gone. And that's why there was so much panic around it. I can just see her laying on, laying on the floor, holding her chest, and the feel of panic, sheer panic. And am I correct? I mean, the phone call that was made by, was it your dad? It feels like it was just too late, love. And am I right in saying, you're saying that, oh my God, yes, that's definitely what happened. So it's like, I can see in her, I can see, this is what I'm seeing. Rising out of her body and watching what's happening, love. No pain. Watching the drama unfold. Yes, your dad phoned and it was too late. Oh, I'm so sorry. Am I right in saying it was just your dad that was there when she passed, love? I'm asking for more, and what I'm doing is trying to focus on the vision that they've given me, as I thought. And I can see this lady, and I'm trying to look round the room, and I can only feel one male with her. Yes, because where she's going here, I just wanted to just double check, is that she wants to, there's a couple of people that are specific, so I don't know if it's you and siblings especially. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 people. Right, so your dad found her. And the ambulance. And that's when your dad made a panic phone call. I can just see your mum laid on the floor like this. And the panic. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 people that she wants to acknowledge that she's sending her love to. And the specific is what she was getting to is these 3 people that never got to say goodbye, or that feel like they never got to say goodbye and they've not had closure. And she's coming through today to say to you, 1, 2, 3 people, yes, and there's 3 siblings. So it's dad and 3 siblings that you didn't get to say goodbye before she passed, but that she's coming here today to say that she heard everything and saw everything, and thank you for a lovely funeral, she's saying. That there's never any goodbyes, and it truly doesn't matter to her that you didn't. It might matter to you, obviously it will, but she's coming through today to try and bring a bit of closure and love to you 3 and your dad that wasn't there when she passed. He's saying we didn't, it was too late. And it's so important that she comes through, because this is going to be the last one today, that she acknowledges totally how you all feel. I mean, the panic, the fear, the loss, and the love that she wants to give you. You were such a close family, she's telling me, and to lose her like that, I couldn't even put it into words, love. And she wants to tell you all how proud she is, how you've dealt with it. Can you understand this? She's just saying how proud she is. But she's also bringing grandchildren into this. Yes, you were so close. She's bringing grandchildren in. Is it a young girl? It feels like a grandchild that she's bringing in, specifically for some reason. I'm just seeing a young girl. Very, yes. Has a young girl around yourself or a grandchild? Sorry, I'm just checking my phone battery. Just pass some kind of exam. It could be swimming, gymnastics, or some kind of exam. You're saying, oh my God, yes, she had such a close bond with her grandchildren. She's specifically bringing in grandchildren, acknowledge of that, which is just acknowledging her love for them and yourselves. Oh, I'm sorry, West. But this is a young girl, and she's giving me the feeling of passing an exam or swimming or gymnastics or something. So if not just now, it is to come soon. But if you can understand that, can you put yes, no, or not sure? Who got locked out of the house? Well, is something wrong with the lock or front door? You're saying yes, was that to the exam? Can you just put yes, exam, or yes, door, lock? I just feel like my sister has just lost her keys. Okay. Oh dear. And she's not found them. She's not found them, has she? She's saying she's not found them. She's always bloody losing everything, she says. Can you understand this? She's got a lot going on. I think it feels like a lot's going on around your sister at the moment. You say my dad, Lola. Oh no, wrong lady, sorry. My sister has just lost. Where are we? Who am I with? You've lost me now. Louise, I'm with you, aren't I? Oh God, yes. So you can understand, I'm with Louise, aren't I? I've totally forgot where I am now because I've got people coming in and confusing me. Who am I with? Just give me a shout. So I've lost the little. Who was I with? Louise, you ain't it? Right. So you can understand all that, and the door. And your sister's not very well. Okay, yes, yes. Sorry. I've had a tough day. I've had no sleep. I don't sleep very well because I'm in a lot of pain. And I've been just to the doctors this morning and been told I've got high blood pressure for the first time ever and I've got to go to hospital. So it might just because I was stressed out about the hospital doctor's appointment and what's going on and blah 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 blah. And enough of me. So yeah, I'm forgetting. I'm sorry. Okay. Your mother was like a sister. You're spinning my head out. Well, it's true, right? Listen. You can go to mediums, right? And you're thinking, is it real? Is it real? No matter what they say, you know, they give you stuff, and you'll think about it for months and weeks and years afterwards, and you're just like, you're never going to know, are you? Unless you do it yourself. So at the end of the day, everyone can learn it. It's just a case of you've got to start listening to your thoughts. So you've got to go to development classes. It's not like I can see spirits stood there. They send it all in my thoughts. So when I'm seeing something, it's just as a thought. When I'm hearing something, it's as a thought. It's not. It's my thoughts, it's my voice in my head. So that's why you have to go to development classes. So you know you're not nutty, and that what you're hearing is actually somebody else's spirit, and that they're showing you all this stuff, and it all links in, and it's totally right. And you're not going to know for sure if mediums are real unless you do it yourself. And that's why I went into it, because I thought, I need to know. And that's what got me into it, apart from 3 things that really upset me at the time and that pushed me into going, really. So, you know, everything that's really bad and losses in your life have got you here, listening to me today and learning about mediumship and whether they're real. And you know, you wouldn't be here today if you hadn't lost your mum. I know it's an awful thing. But there you go. You've got to, anyone can do it, but it doesn't mean that, you know, like a footballer can kick a ball, it doesn't mean that you're all going to become David Beckham does it. Samantha, you link in with feelings first and then images and voices follow after. You see, it depends what your strength is. We've all got there's different clairs that you use, and more of a knowing as well that seems to be taking over my readings a lot more, and it's probably a lot easier for spirit to connect to the energy to me to do that, because it doesn't take as much energy for them to do it, whereas it probably, I'm assuming, takes more of their energy to show me thoughts. So the more you get used to it, the more things change, and you know. She knows you love her, Louise. I'm sure this is definitely not the only time she's going to come through. But the main reason for her coming through today was to make sure that you understand that there is life after death, and it's not a death. She's absolutely fine. She's sending her love back. She's telling me she's like a sister to you, not just a mother. She was really close, and that she always will be, and she'll always be by your side. How do you tell her? She's just drawn me to that because I didn't read it properly. How do you tell her you love her? Because she can hear every thought and she can feel every feeling that you feel, because Do you understand what energy is? And I keep explaining over and over again that everything is energy, even solid objects vibrate at a certain rate because everything's made of particles and atoms. So solid objects vibrate at a slow speed. Everything that you can't see, like thoughts, energy, love, feelings, souls, radio waves, anything that you can't see vibrates really fast. So that's why we can't see them with our physical eyes. Thoughts, that's why we have to use our mind to see spirit. So basically, you will just have to think like you're talking to your mom, and she sees that thought and feels that thought as a beacon of light and is drawn to you immediately. Yes, Samantha, I used to get drained so much to start with. I'd have a headache every time. I'd only be able to do like 1 or 2 sample readings on different groups, stuff like that, before I started my own. And I would suffer with bad headaches and I'd feel it drained. But the more I did it and the more I went on and on and on, as my vibration got higher and faster and I could connect easier, I got so much used to it that I don't feel like that anymore, and I can go on for an hour and a half, 2 hours before I start feeling drained now. So it does change. It's just while your vibration's changing, because that does happen, and that's why, you know, it's easier for the spirit to, even though things are bad going on around me at the minute with my health and stuff, I don't feel like, because I'm not worrying about it and I'm keeping in the now, that my vibration has gone down, because I'm not letting it. So I can still connect to spirit okay. So you've read about it, spiritual stuff, so much since she's passed, and it's helping you and learning you to cope with grief as well. And it's getting you on a different path to what you were before. So it's changing. It's obviously something, you see, what we say is that you've set out your life before you've come to live it for a reason, for something that you have to learn during that lifetime. If you don't learn it during that lifetime, you will come back for another lifetime, and you'll keep coming back until you learn it. So we do actually track out and sort out our lives before we come down here, and we sort out who we're going to be, family members, and why. And so yeah, it is all, a lot of it set out, but you've still got your own free will, and you can choose to either learn that lesson in that lifetime or not, by your choices you make throughout the life. So you get a lot, yeah, Shona, you do get a lot coming to you during when you're just about to go to sleep or in bed, because you've slowed your thoughts down and your thoughts aren't racing around. It's when you're quiet, and it's when you go into that, you know, quiet space, and spirit find it a lot easier to connect to you. But again, in dreams as well, yeah. Do I know I was cleaning and I just walked past my phone and I wasn't going to pick it up, but I did, and boy am I glad now. See, what made you think, ooh, I'll pick up my phone? Everything's for a reason. But thank you for letting me read for you, Louise. It won't be the only time your mum comes through, trust me, she's saying. Nope. But I'm just going to move on because I haven't got much battery left. Anybody want to talk about anything then? We'll just read some comments out. So you, Samantha, you keep seeing a woman in a nightgown roaming your new flat, but she's not connected with me, she's just there, so I'm not sure what she wants. So it's obviously some ghosts can be residual energy. If you're not scared, then you may be able to see it, just connecting to the residual energy. So you need to figure out, is she doing the same things over and over again? Like it's her residual energy, like she's stuck there, like it's her final moments, or it's just a big memory that's stuck in her mind, and it's just like energy that she's left behind from her life path. Or is she doing different things? Or, you know, when you're saying you're seeing her, is it in your mind? You're just picking up on it? Laura, I must have lived hundreds of times. My sister has MS at 20. My son is autistic and lost my uncle at 30. I believe we are reborn to find solutions. Just hard when felt such hardship. I know. Yeah, I know it's hard. Especially if you've lost a child. Especially if you've lived with that child till the 20s, 30s, and then suddenly they've got taken away in an awful accident, and you start questioning, you know, where's God? Is there a God? But there's got to be a reason for it, and why. And a lot of the big reason is it's pushed you to come to mediums and to look at this different path and to understand that they've not gone. So really they're up there celebrating and having the time of their life and meeting up with all the friends or whoever, you know, and planning their next lesson. I mean, some people just come down to earth to help you in your path. They specifically might not have had a path themselves. So especially if a child passes within, you know, a day, a minute, you know, they've not lived their life, have they? So they've come down to help you in your path for some reason, even if it's just to teach you love or to teach you about loss. You know, if you taught about loss, then you know how to love. Yin and yang. I've said this before. You're welcome, Louise. I'm sure I will speak to you again. Wes, sorry, you doggy. You're not being ignored. It's just that I'm trying to scroll and I've not got much battery. This dog was old, am I right? And why do I see a big dog, something like a Rottweiler? I mean, it might just be symbolic that it was a big dog. But I'm getting like, I'm drawn to its heart. Failure, old, big paws. Can you understand this, Gemma? West. I can't put my phone on charge because the only charger that's the only plug that's available is way over there in this corner, and I'm here on a stand. Well, I've got it on a box. And I'm dying for the toilet. Lindy, you've just recently lost your dad. I'll come back to you in a second. I can't really go with anyone else because I'm just like going from one thing to another. Samantha, let me just come to you first. So she gives a hand movement like she wants you to follow her, but then she disappears. It might just be your guides teaching you, or somebody that lived there, or your guides, or an old family member that's trying to teach you bits about how to connect to spirit. So she's just letting her know that she can see, you can see her. Ask her what she wants. Start talking to her in your mind. Meditate on it. Ask your guides who it is. You know, it's something that you need to work on. It's something personal to you. I don't feel it's anything bad at all. I just feel there's some lessons there for you, okay? Okay, so... Yes to heart failure, but was only a very little dog. Have you got a Rottweiler? Why am I seeing a Rottweiler? Oh, a two-tone dog. Was it a two-tone dog? Is that why I'm seeing... Right, because focusing in on this Rottweiler. It's got 2 colours. But yes, it was heart failure. And I also seen it struggling to breathe, love. It's like I'm on the floor and I'm holding it and I can see it struggling to breathe. There's a man that's come to collect this dog, a granddad figure who smoked too. I think this granddad had big feet, I think that's what he's saying. Oh, he wore boots for some reason with his work. But I just want to say, Wes, that this dog is absolutely fine. This male has got him. Something about vet bills. I haven't got time to go into it. I don't want my battery to just die. I'll try and come back to the comments afterwards when I get some time. But I can't be doing any more readings. So I need to just relax for the afternoon as much as I can. Right, I can go. Because I've got high blood pressure and I don't know why. Right, to the lady that's just lost her dad. Linda, can I come to you, please? You've just recently lost your dad. Is there any way that you can tell if he is around you and if he's okay? Look for the signs. In the group, there's files about everything, and if you have a look under the group files, there's one on signs, and it explains everything for you. And different signs, different coincidences, synchronicities, things that you remind you of him, nature that is showing you that are signs, animals, anything like that is a sign from him. And because it's something that we can easily miss, or you know, a feather. I was walking yesterday outside my mum's house and I literally got to the main road. We were going on a walk with my niece and my dad and my mum, and my back suddenly went again and I couldn't walk, so I had to walk home on my own. I said, you lot carry on. And on the way home there was this white feather just on the floor. After I was struggling, I kept stopping and leaning over, and there was this white feather, and out of nowhere it was just there, bright white feather. And I just said thank you, and it was just a sign that they were with me and to keep going. And there's just little things like that that you can miss, so you really need to look into learning how to recognise signs, Linda. I mean, you can talk to him in your mind, like I say. Don't dismiss what you're hearing back in your mind as your own voice. Listen to it. Just ask a question and then empty your mind, calm down, and then just see what thoughts they could come as voice or pictures in your mind, and see what he puts into that. Sometimes they don't give you signs, Gemma. You've said you think about your granddad so much, but I don't think I ever get signs. Do you know why I would just love a sign from him? Maybe you did years ago. Maybe you've just not seen them. Maybe he's into a different project and he's using a lot of energy elsewhere. Maybe it's not time that he's going to come through and give you a sign. There could be so many different reasons. Maybe you've not learnt enough to recognise the signs. There's so many different reasons, love, that it could be. I've always said the same about my grandma. But who's saying that they're not? Well, I know they are. They've come to be my guides. Now I need them. But many years before, I didn't get anything. But, you know, there might be a time in your life that you need them. And that's when they come forward. Oh yeah, this happens to my partner. He knows it's his granddad as he wore feathers in his hat. So that's his sign then, isn't it? It's learning what your calling sign is sometimes. I mean, I've had to learn what my calling sign is. If I just go off, I'm sorry, my battery will have gone. I've got 6% now. I've lost your comments now. But yeah. Hang on. I don't know where your comments have gone. Ooh, see comments, will it come back up? I've just pressed something. But yeah, I've had to learn what my calling sign is from my guides when I connect to them. And I tell you what it was, when I first started into a mediumship group, development group, and I started to connect to spirit properly, and I'd learned everything I needed to learn at that stage, I'd shut my eyes to tune in, because I always used to do it with my eyes shut, and all of a sudden, my eyes would flicker like mad, and I've got no control over them whatsoever, and they were both doing it, and I learned to recognise that that was my calling sign from my guides, that they were with me and they'd come close to me before I was ready to work. So they don't do it to me anymore because they don't need to, because I just know they're there now. But when I needed to know that they were there and that I'd learnt about these calling signs and asked for, like a calling card, I asked for it. It used to come for quite a while, and then it stopped, and I used to, why has it stopped? And I realised that they don't need to do it forever, do they? Because you know that they're there. And they started to move on to this knowing, you know, and it doesn't take as much energy for them to do it. Okay guys, I'm going to have to wrap it up now because I've lost your comments. I don't know what I've pressed. My battery's gone, about to go, and the screen's gone all dull now. Power saving mode. I think I need to turn mine on now. So thank you for being with me today. I will do more live readings because I haven't had as much time lately. I haven't been in the right mental space for it, for health reasons, to do a lot of sample readings. I know I fell behind. I've tried to catch up, and every time I try and do something, it gets set back for some reason. But yeah, I was really looking forward to today, but I got really anxious about it. I don't know whether that's put my blood pressure up, so now I've got to go to the hospital. Oh dear. But yeah, I'll keep track of it, and I'll keep doing this because I really do enjoy going live. Check out my YouTube channel because I'm going to be doing something there too, for viewers that haven't got Facebook or readings on there and stuff like that. But I need to move into different things. So I still haven't finished my website off either, which is something else I need to finish because it just doesn't look professional without it, does it? So all sorts in the making. But thank you for coming today. I'll let you know when I'm going live again, and we'll have some more readings. So take care. God bless. Love you.